The NBA offseason is in full swing, and with that comes major moves shaping the future of several franchises. One of the more surprising developments this summer, the Detroit Pistons losing another key player to free agency. Tim Hardaway Jr., the sharpshooting guard, has reportedly agreed to a one-year deal with the defending NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets, according to ESPN. Hardaway's departure marks a notable loss for Detroit. The 33-year-old guard, who was traded to the Pistons from the Dallas Mavericks before the season, became an integral part of their playoff push in 2024. In his first season with the Pistons, Hardaway stepped into a critical role, helping the team reach the postseason for the first time since 2019. Over 77 regular season games, the former Michigan standout averaged 11 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. His shooting splits of 40.6% from the field, 36% from beyond the arc, and 85.5% from the free throw line were solid contributions to a Pistons team on the rise. But now, Hardaway is off to Denver, where he will join a loaded Nuggets roster fresh off their first NBA championship in franchise history. The Nuggets were quick to act in free agency, adding Hardaway to strengthen their depth and perimeter shooting. His three-point shooting ability will be a welcome addition to a team that already boasts MVP Nikola Jokic and rising stars like Jamal Murray. The Nuggets front office made it clear that Hardaway is an ideal fit, and the veteran guard's experience will add value as they look to defend their title in 2024-2025. But Hardaway's departure isn't the only loss the Pistons have suffered this offseason. Dennis Schröder, another key figure from last year's roster, is also moving on. Schröder, who was acquired by the Pistons in a trade, has reportedly agreed to a 3-year, $45 million deal with the Sacramento Kings. With both Hardaway and Schröder out, the Pistons are left to regroup and refocus their efforts heading into next season. So, what are the Pistons doing to fill the gaps? Well, they've already made a couple of moves in free agency. First, they re-signed big man Paul Reed, a promising young talent who has the potential to be a long-term staple in the front court. They also brought in shooting guard Caris LeVert on a 2-year deal. As for the rest of the Pistons roster, there are still 2 remaining free agents that have yet to sign elsewhere, Lindy Waters III and Malik Beasley. Waters, who was acquired in a trade deadline deal, only appeared in 14 games last season. Beasley, on the other hand, has a cloud of uncertainty hanging over him after contract talks with the team stalled. Beasley is currently under investigation for alleged gambling activities involving NBA games and prop bets, which has complicated his future with the Pistons. Pistons president of basketball operations, Trajan Langdon, made it clear that while the team would like to retain some of their free agents, they are prepared to move in a different direction if those players decide to sign elsewhere for a deal Detroit can't match. Langdon expressed his hope that the Pistons could keep some of their veteran presence, especially after the team showed promise in 2024. Langdon told reporters on June 24th, "If we can keep some of the guys that we have as part of this run, some of the vets, that would be great. We know they're going to get interest from other teams as well. As we look to keep them, we'll also have to have backup options as well if they choose to go somewhere else for a deal that we can't match or a deal that we can't get to. We'd like to get those guys back, but we'll be prepared to have to go another direction." It's clear that Detroit's front office is in the midst of a balancing act. While they want to keep some of the key veterans that helped them get back to the playoffs, they're also keeping their options open. The Pistons still have a solid foundation with their young core, led by Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Duren. However, the loss of experienced players like Hardaway and Schröder may leave a hole in the leadership and scoring department. As we continue to watch the Pistons rebuild, it's evident that Detroit is still in a transitional phase. The team is making moves to remain competitive in the Eastern Conference, but with free agency far from over and more decisions looming, we'll see how their roster shakes out. That said, Detroit will need to make some bold moves to stay on track and ensure they don't fall behind in the increasingly competitive NBA. The question is, can they stay competitive without Hardaway and Schröder? Only time will tell. As the offseason continues, Keep an eye on the Pistons' moves and how they plan to reshape their roster. Who will step up to fill the shoes of the players they've lost? Stay tuned.